Hello. Hi. It is I, Serendipity Wyrd, and I'm pretty excited today because I'm going to start trying to finally film this backlog of stuff that I've been waiting to do unboxings around. Okay. So, I have today this package from Llewellyn. I ordered a couple of books recently-ish. So, we're going to open the box. We're going to see the books I got and I don't know, maybe talk about like initial thoughts I have on, what the books look like, and then maybe I'll come back and like make another video on sort of my thoughts around the books. We'll see. So, step one, let us open the box. So, true facts, I would love to do all kinds of fancy like box opening B-roll or something like that, but like not that great at making videos, and I'd rather just make things than try to do all these fancy shenanigans like I've tried to do in the past, and then I just don't make videos. Reason 5912 on why there aren't more videos on this channel. So I cut open the box. Yay! And what box do we have on top? Dun 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 dun. Let's find out. We have Falling Through the Tree of Life, Embodied Kabbalah. So I bought this because it totally is in my interest set. Interest set? Yeah, we'll say that. I gotta put this box down. This box is like in the way. The idea of embodiment in general is something really important to my practice, right? Like, I offer magical movement playdates, so being in the body is something that I found really helpful and really connected to a spiritual practice. So that's like a whole thing. And so this idea of embodied Kabbalah really appealed to me because I've been sort of studying the Kabbalah now for a couple of years, which is still something totally unexpected in my world. But thus, here we are. So, the back, to kind of, if you're unfamiliar with what it all this book is, our back cover reads, "This is experiential." That really speaks to my soul, right? I like to experience things. I'm not so much a theory sort of person. I like to learn and talk about and study and whatever, but I really like to experience magical kind of things and altered states and all that kind of fun stuff. So, yes, experiential, poetic, revolutionary, a new approach to the Tree of Life. And I'm also generally, personally, pretty interested in people taking new approaches to things, and their own spin on it. Like, I love researching people's personal gnosis, talking to people about, their own experiences. That is what really just, lights my wick, so to speak. I don't think I've ever said that before, but all right. So this dynamic, radical departure from traditional Kabbalah books takes you into the Tree of Life, not as an observer, but as an active participant who engages with every part of the tree, presenting dozens of rituals, meditations, memoirs, and hands-on activities. Falling Through the Tree of Life immerses you in living, breathing magic, transforming Kabbalah from a complex topic into an embodied dance of love and learning. No matter your experience level, Jane Meredith helps you explore each Sephira in depth, and use its real-world lessons to grow your practice. You'll begin like a butterfly falling through the tree, unaware of its full power, but the further you go, the more you'll fall in love with each Sephira, from the beauty of Tifereth to the scholarship of Hod. This masterwork shows you how to enjoy the journey, full of heart, spirit, and magic. So, yeah. This is one book I'm pretty excited to get into. Just sort of flipping through it. Let's flip through it. Oh, this is difficult. There we go. Flip. So we've got some sort of illustration-y kind of things. Woo. Let's see, how do we start here? We've got, of course, we have a table of contents. That's cool. I like tables of contents, personally. I like to, kind of know how to navigate a thing, because especially as a neurodivergent person, like sometimes I'm just kind of bouncing around all over the place, and I like to be able to get back to where I was. So we've got kind of a how to use the book section, the Sephiroth in the tree. So then we go through it. We start with Keter in this book. Some, like, that's kind of a distinction that people make with how they approach the Tree of Life, right? Is like, do you start at Malkuth at the bottom, which is sometimes more accessible to people because they are, you know, we live in Malkuth, right? Like, we live in the manifest reality, and it's harder sometimes to get to that, like, really heady, out there, disconnected from, you know, living and being very in the spirit side that we find at the other extreme of the tree with Keter. So we will see here how well this approach works for me. I've enjoyed approaching it from Malkuth and from the bottom in the past, so we'll see. So we've kind of got a breakdown of the Sephiroth. We have pairs in the tree, looking at interesting vertical. See, that's something that I haven't, like, just flipping through. I encounter vertical pairs in the tree, and that's something that personally I haven't. Again, I'm pretty new to my study of the Kabbalah. Like, I've only been sort of even giving it any sort of awareness over the past couple of years. But vertical pairs is something I haven't looked at all. I've looked at the horizontal pairings, you know, as Sephira that kind of almost form a polarity across the tree, but not vertical pairs. So this is interesting. It looks like there's trance workings in here. There's activities. So very cool. I'm excited. So I'm going to have to get into this. So book number 1, Falling Through the Tree of Life. All right, let's see what the second book that wants to come out of this box is. Here's the box again. Look, we have another book. What is this book? What is the book, we might ask? Not continuing with the theme. I know that there should be another Kabbalah book in here, but we're going to apparently go in a different direction. And High Magic, A Guide to Cannabis in Ritual and Mysticism by Philip H. Farber. So I got this because cannabis is a plant spirit that I work with medicinally. In Florida, which is where I reside, we do have legalities around medical uses for cannabis, and last December, I finally decided to go that route to work with my anxiety and focus and things of that nature. So I've always considered what sort of the ritual applications could be, how, you know, I could utilize this plant spirit in a way that is in alignment with my spirituality and in addressing some of my brain needs that, you know, it has helped me with, without, you know, viewing it solely through like any sort of a recreational lens. Not that I'm like saying that a recreational lens is bad, because I don't think you know, I don't say that that's a bad thing. But on my own, I haven't really explored any sort of ritual uses, etc. So as I was kind of combing through Llewellyn's offerings, I happened to see this book, you know, listed, and I was like, oh, interested. So our back of the book blurb here, we have powerful magic with one of the world's most potent plants. Elevate your magical practice with cannabis, exploring everything from ancient elixirs to modern mystics like Aleister Crowley and Timothy Leary. High Magic is all about using cannabis safely and effectively in spiritual settings. You will find specific ways to use cannabis for invocation, evocation, banishing, meditation, energy healing, divination, scrying, chakra activation, toasting, praising, path working, consecrating, charging, working with ancestors, making change in the world, and much more. Filled with step-by-step instructions as well as helpful insights into some of the most famous ritual magicians and cannabis proponents in the world, this book helps you harness the spiritual power of this amazing plant. Within these pages, you will also discover how to conduct dynamic rituals like the talking joint, the smoke of excellence, the lesser banishing ritual of the leaf, and the cannabis magic haul-on ritual. So, that's that. I am very intrigued. I don't really have a lot of expectations because I don't know what I might get out of this. This is really kind of entering this arena with sort of an open, query, curious, sort of mindset. We've got kind of some, at the beginning, kind of some breakdown and symbology around the leaf structure itself. Apparently, and then flipping through, we have something about toward a cannabis Kabbalah. So that's interesting. Apparently there is a Kabbalah theme through all of the books, at least in some sort of way. Though, I mean, pretty much if you try hard enough, anything can kind of get mapped to the Tree of Life in some such way. Anyway, we have meditation, we have breathing, we have yoga. Yoga, obviously, it's pretty important to me. So energy medicine, kind of flipping through the topics on the page here. Kundalini, hypnosis, contact highs and shared experience, laughter, healing, entities, ancestors, divination, high magic, and practical magic. And some more. Myth busting, dangers, glossary, a few words about words. So those are some of the headings in the book. Again, this video is just kind of be like, hey, I bought these books. Let's see if I read them. But yeah, so if you're interested in hearing more about my take on this book, let me know in the comments. If you want to hear more about my take on Falling Through the Tree of Life, also let me know in the comments, because that might actually, also push me to read said books versus just buying said books and letting them kind of sit there, which I know I'm super guilty of. That might be your reality too from time to time. Anyway, let's check out this third book. Woo, get the box back. And this is actually the entire reason that I even placed an order, was to obtain this book. I'm super, super excited about this one. This is The Queer Kabbalah. Non-binary, gender fluid, omnisexual, mysticism, and magic. Ah. So this by I don't know if I'm saying your name right, so like deep apologies here. Enfys J. Book is our author here. Let's read our back. Let's read the back section. Branch out from antiquated interpretations of the Tree of Life. The Hermetic Kabbalah is a rich framework for understanding ourselves, our magical workings, and the universe, but outdated descriptions often obscure its intrinsically queer and non-binary nature. With updated, affirming metaphors and word choices, this guide makes it easy for any practitioner to understand and work with the Tree of Life. Enfys J. Book welcomes queer people to see themselves in this esoteric practice and offers a variety of path workings, exercises, and spells to deepen their understanding of each of the 10 spheres, Sephiroth. This book also shows magical communities how to co-create spaces and structures that are friendlier and more accessible to all. With a modern, inclusive understanding of the Kabbalah, you can enhance your magic, fully express your identity, and conquer life's challenges. So, as a non-binary, queer sort of person over here, this super appeals. This, like, checks all the boxes, right? Because one thing that I really struggle with in a lot of magical outlooks, and it's prevalent in the Tree of Life, it's prevalent, in tarot, is the polarity between masculine and feminine, and the way that we talk about these things. So I'm really hoping to get new insights from here, and I'm almost certain that I will, because I read a blog post that kind of broke down how it was, how the Kabbalah is non-binary, by Enfys. And I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. I struggle, but I'm trying, so that's cool. But, and just from that, like, from that blog post, I was like, oh yeah, we're definitely getting this book. So, and the other two were just kind of like, I have a coupon code, let's buy some more books. So, gotta get that free shipping, you know? So that's kind of where, how I acquired all three books. So again, if you're interested in hearing my thoughts on this as well, on Queer Kabbalah, please let me know in the comments. Which of these three books, you know, do you think you would be most drawn to? Which one would you want to engage with? I'm super interested in knowing that also. I want to do more, for a long time I've wanted to do unboxings and especially of like decks and explorations of different tarot and oracle decks and things like that. And then I don't know, I just kind of talk myself out of it, right? Because I'm really good at talking myself out of doing the things I want to do. But we are fighting that urge. So here we go. We're going to get into these books. Again, let me know which one you're most interested in. Maybe I'll prioritize reading that first. And yeah. And if you aren't interested in any of the books, I would like to hear what you're reading. You know, maybe there are more books out there that would be good for me to read. I like books. They're kind of everywhere around here. So yeah. I do, like, in other notes, since it's been a while since a video, I had intended to do like Vlogmas and do vlogs throughout August, and then I got distracted. So we're going to try that again for September. September is the holy month of Serenmas. Is the holy month. It is the month that this entity was born into this world. And I really, really love September, and I treat it as the high holy month of me. So I was thinking, what better time to start vlogging? Because that's ultimately, in a lot of ways, that's kind of why I YouTube channel, but I haven't let myself do that because of all the reasons, and I'm sure we'll go through that, you know, as I create more content, as I make more videos. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'm interested to know what what books you're reading, or which of these you might be interested in. And so let's chat in the comments, because really I just like engaging with people. That's why I'm here. Yeah. Lots of love to you. And hopefully we'll chat soon. Bye.